Hello. Okay, it's connected. As you come in, let me know if y'all can hear me. Put a 2 in the chat. It says it's connected, but it's been a little tricky lately. Can y'all hear me? What up? Okay, I see the 2s. Now, y'all know I be up early, right? Every day. Every day I be up extremely early. You know why? Because I have a husband that gets up extremely early every day, getting to that money. Okay, so sometimes I'll go into my YouTube Studio app and it will show me some of my latest comments on particular videos. And when I was up early, logged into my YouTube Studio app this morning, I was very, very disappointed to see some of the comments that I came across on our dope discussion that we had yesterday. Now, I do first want to start off by saying that I appreciate and I am so gleeful. Okay, we're going to use some new vocabulary. I am so gleeful that the majority of you all seem to be of sound mind, judgment. You have your morality in check. I can absolutely respect this. Salute to y'all. All right. But some of y'all was disturbing me. All right. Some of y'all was disturbing me. And I'm going to be reading a few of y'all's comments from yesterday's dope discussion that absolutely disturbed me. So I'm not going to say any names except for the people that I want to give credit and praise to. But the goofballs, I ain't saying your name because I don't want you to smudge me. All right, because a lot of y'all agreed with Corey's smudge. And me, I have to watch my back and my words a little bit when it comes to the smudgers. So I won't be saying your name because I'm scared of you. Right? For y'all to be fighting back against this. No pun intended. But for y'all to be fighting back against this, like, no, that bitch deserved to get smudged. Her fingernail lightly tapped the brim of his hat because he got in her face. He walked up to her. And so, I mean, that's not his fault that he walked up to her, got in her face, and then her finger had lightly tapped his hat. The bitch should have shut the fuck up. I have to be mindful and careful. So I will not be saying your name, sir. I'm scared. All right. I'm from St. Louis. We say scared. I'm scared. So let me read. Actually, it was under one thread. Okay. So I'm kind of happy that they were all in one spot so I can see the goofballs. Like, damn. The goofballs unite in this motherfucker. I don't know. But let me read something that disturbed me a little bit. And one of y'all are actual channel members, so I'm very, very disturbed by this, but I ain't gonna say your name either. But this person says, I don't condone hitting a woman, but this happened in 2024. Nigga, it's only 2025 plus 2 cents. This is 2005.1. Nigga, we're not even into the second month of 2026. And y'all acting like 2024 was just so long ago. Oh my God, y'all bitches be reaching. This shit was 2024, nigga. The fuck? Like, man, like, y'all need to stop with this shit. Like, what the fuck? You goofy ass bitches. This is why we hate you, goofy ass bitches. I don't condone hitting a woman, but this happened in 2024. Okay. He was not charged. Why is this being posted like this just happened in 2026? Mind y'all, it's 2025.1. Okay. It says this woman saw the viral moment with Corey and Anton. Now she looking for a bag by reaching out to TMZ. Now, all things can be true. All things can be true. After I went over and watched the interview that she did with TMZ, sis was doing a little bit of embellishing, in my opinion. Okay, I feel like she was putting a lot of sauce on it, trying to beef it up for a nice little lawsuit. Sure, okay. When she said that she was getting crunk for Christ, I was like, wow, yeah. I don't know if I can believe too much of what she's saying, but what had happened really happened from what we could see. Allegedly, was that not Corey in the photo? Was that AI? I don't know. I don't know. But from what we could observe, it looked like it was Corey. And he walked up on her, did a little 1-2 with her, and that's what had happened. But at the end of the day, I mean, y'all trying to pretend like this was something that was so long ago. It's crazy. Y'all trying to make it seem like, oh, he's innocent and all of that, which we all are innocent until proven guilty. I'll give y'all that. But come on now. Come on now. Like, this is getting out of control. Out of control. Then somebody else responds and says, right, he's talked about it and acknowledged his wrong in the situation, as well as there being footage. But y'all, okay, from what y'all sent me over, even when he did explain this, it looked like he was twisting the narrative too. Like, what he explained when he did talk about the situation, that's not what was reflected in that footage. From what y'all sent me, see, you lying on my man's, like, look, he did address this already. Look at this, sis. Look at this. And so I went and looked at that shit. And he made it seem like she was the aggressor. And maybe she was talking loud. Maybe she was being rude as fuck and all of that. But he walked up on her. What y'all sent me, he painted a story of the bitch was getting loud and all in his face, and she stepped to him and she put her hands on him. That ain't what I saw. All right, that ain't what I saw. So even if he did acknowledge this, it looked like it was a twisted narrative. Okay, but let's continue. Shout out to anti-social media. All right. Anti-social media says, surely you're not that dense. It's being highlighted because he put hands on a woman for talking, but didn't put hands on a man for talking. Duh. And in addition to that, anti-social media, NY, it's being talked about because this footage, although it could be all these years old, as y'all are claiming, it is newly released. This was never before seen by the public. So yeah, it may be technically quote unquote old, but it's new to us. And it's not that long ago, nigga. This is what, a year and a few pennies ago? Like, come on, y'all. Can we not? Can we not? Somebody else responds and says to anti-social media, he just pushed her back. Anton never repeated himself. Corey punked him in front of Mika. May I never have stands to this degree. And I love getting a lot of love and support. All right. Let's not get this twisted. Please show me a lot of love. Please give me a lot of support. Please. But never ever stand for me if I'm on some bullshit. Okay? Never ever be like, yeah, boy, and then start making up shit. Where did y'all see her step to him and put her hands on him? Where did y'all see that shit? Where did you see it? Then the goofball says, Corey punked him in front of Mika. What did I tell y'all the other day? And I'm so tired of talking about this. I ain't talking about this no more. Because y'all getting on my motherfucking nerve. What did I say the other day and previous days before this? I said one could argue both sides to that. You absolutely could. You could argue the side of Anton got punked, and you can argue the side of Corey got punked. Either way, it could go. But from what y'all are showing me, y'all are so anti-Anton. Damn, say that 15 times fast. Y'all are so anti-Anton that y'all just want to spin it and pin it any different kind of way, and it's nasty. That shit is yuck. It's yucky. Somebody could argue that Corey did all of that. What's the term y'all keep using? Woofing. He did all that woofing. So did Anton though. But somebody could argue Corey did all that. Move out the way, Darlene. Get back. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Somebody could argue he did all of that just to sit down and lecture a nigga. Kick knowledge to a nigga. Like, let me school you, because back in Chicago and any other hood around the world, we don't say this. The origins of looking at. Somebody could argue that. Somebody could also argue that Anton was bluffing and it worked out for him. Nigga, you ain't gonna do shit. I'm sorry. Nigga, you ain't gonna do shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit you talking about. We can go outside, nigga. We do things every day. In Detroit, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. We can go outside with my security. I mean, we can go outside by ourselves. Either way, my guy. But what we will not do is sit here and act like something happened that didn't happen. From what we could observe in that leaked surveillance footage. Now, is it a longer version? Okay, we ain't seen that. But from what we saw, from what we showed and displayed yesterday, that's not what had happened. And y'all getting on my damn nerves. Okay? Now, this right here took the cake for me. No, that ain't even take the cake. It was another one that took the cake. God damn, y'all all get up down there. Somebody else responded and said this. When Dana White, I don't even know how the fuck that is. I don't know if it's Dana or Dana. Who fucking knows? It says when Dana White slapped his wife in 4K, y'all were quiet. Because the media told y'all to sit down and shut up. Only time you got a bit of power is when the system attacking a black man. Otherwise, you're powerless. I'd advise to continue being quiet and act like you did when Dana White slapped his wife. Now again, y'all, and it's no shade, but I don't even know who the fuck Dana White is. And then second off, my audience didn't tell me what they messy ass. Y'all messy as hell. My audience didn't recommend me to talk about no motherfucking Dana White. What did I also tell y'all? I told y'all that y'all were the ones, my audience, my platform, my crown heads were the ones who recommend topics. So if they don't recommend Dana White, guess who the fuck not talking about Dana White? Me. Somebody else that just so happens to be a channel member responds and says, I don't think I like this. Danica has good content, but she claims to be pro-black. But why didn't she do a 2-hour show of Dana White slapping his wife? But you're condemning a black man with a 2-hour show. People's true colors are starting to show. Not good. Nigga, please turn in your membership today. Please turn in your membership today. If one thing y'all don't know about me that you need to learn is this. While I appreciate support, while we all need money and all of that, I don't give a fuck if it is withdrawn. I don't. I don't. For y'all to be on here talking about, oh, she lightly tapped him with her fingernail when he got in her face, and so she deserved that shit. This is crazy. For y'all to be doing all of that and then trying to twist it back. Oh, but you didn't talk about the white man. Nigga, can I be, and this is respectfully speaking, okay? I don't care about white people and their problems and shit. I am a black woman. My platform consists of mostly black people, the black community. I don't be in white news. I'm where we are affected. That's first things first. Now, shout out to my white brothers and sisters. Okay, y'all are welcome. I know I got a few of y'all that be like, am I welcome here? Yes, you are. Okay, you can sit down, enjoy the show. Okay, you can do that. But honestly, I'm not over there in y'all news saying, oh shit, this white man done slapped his wife today. I'm not. Respectfully, I'm not. Okay, now if it's some white news that just so happens to be mixed up with some black shit, okay, because I care about my people. I want to see what's going on with my people. And if my crown heads just so happen to bring a topic of a dope discussion that involves you all, then hey, we might talk about that too. If the majority or the bulk of my audience said, Danica, talk about Dana White, whoever the fuck that is, I would have probably talked about it. The only reason why I highlighted the dope discussion of Anton versus Corey was because my audience was flooding me with the shit, being messy, because we all messy. That's one thing about the black community. I love us, but we messy as hell. But hey, I ain't gonna fault you for it. We all love a little bit of tea. Shit, every damn community is messy. Didn't y'all just hear Dana White slapped his damn wife? That nigga ain't shit either. You know what I'm saying? So either way it go, it's not like I'm excusing one over the other. It's all fucked up and trash behavior. So I mean, tomato. Sorry, I didn't know who the fuck Dana or whoever the fuck White was. I didn't know. You know why I didn't know? Because there ain't none of my business over there what they doing. And then second off, if it was really a big of a deal for us, y'all would have brought the information back to me and said, Danica, talk about this. But that's not what happened. Now is it? So to make this a anti-black thing is nasty. Y'all are fucking trash. Please take your membership back. I don't even want you a part of the Crown Head crew if you have that thought process. If you have the thought process of, oh, but that's my man's, and so y'all need to just overlook certain things if that's my man's though. Nah, nigga, you weak as fuck. Get your ass over there with his weak ass. Fuck is y'all talking about? Y'all already say I'm a ghetto hood, potty mouth, St. Louis bitch. So hey, let's live up to it. Get your shit and get gone. I don't care about none of that. None of it. And I'm not sorry about it. Y'all weak as fuck if y'all think that was justified. Now, here's the catch to it, y'all. I would bet my last motherfucking dollar if this was Anton being exposed, y'all be like, yeah, see? These niggas weak as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He was all up on everybody podcast talking about, you know, how he would have did this to Corey and did that to Corey, but look what this nigga did. Look what he did to a female. That's a female. Then it wouldn't have mattered about Dana White. No, keep your foot on Anton's neck. Y'all are so anti-Anton. And I don't even like the nigga like that either. But I'm still going to stand on principality. I'm still going to stand on moral ground. And that is what it is. I don't give a fuck. If this was Anton, he would have got the same smoke. I don't care. I only highlighted this because my audience told me to highlight it. They asked me to do it. Like they do countless other dope discussions. Y'all know what else? I'm going to say this. Y'all know what else? If this was me talking about a black woman, a black bitch, right? Y'all wouldn't have said nothing. It wouldn't have been all this pro-black shit either. Now, would it? Uh-oh. Y'all wouldn't have said, oh, but what about Sandy? Nobody talked about Sandy and Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera. You spend all this time on a black woman. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all killing me, Smalls. Y'all doing too fucking much. Y'all doing too much. I always hone in on my community because it's my community and I want the best for us. So y'all brought this to me, but since y'all brought it to me, let's highlight it. Let's take away some key factors, key principles from this situation, evolve and grow from it. And what we can evolve and grow from, which seeing what we saw yesterday was, don't be a bitch ass nigga putting your hand on a female all because she talking shit. It was way too many of y'all who was cool with that. Now, again, I'm relieved and ever so gleeful that the majority of you all was like, nah, that's some bullshit. But nevertheless, maybe you didn't know better. Like, oh, that is some bullshit. Yeah, that's bullshit. You don't do that. Maybe we had some change of minds and hearts yesterday because we did highlight that. And let other black men know, hey, you control yourself better. You don't let somebody have that much power over you to make you respond off of words. So we're going to always make it teachable. Always. It's always something that we can take away from every conversation. So yeah, I'm going to talk about black men. I'm going to talk about black women because that's what the fuck I come from. That's who I am. And I care about us and our issues and our problems. And yeah, we may get messy. Okay? We may be goofy. We may get a little bit rowdy with all of that. But at the end of the day, I always try to bring it back to something of substance. Something of morals and value. Always. Right? So don't come on, don't come over here with this pro-black shit when it's convenient because your man's getting called out for being on some bitch ass shit. And like I said, I don't care who it was. And I would hope that y'all would hold me accountable as well. like so many of y'all have done. And I heard y'all out like, okay, yeah, y'all right. That was fucked up. Let me do better. I'm glad that the majority of y'all are not standing for me. You know how stuck and stagnant I would be if I had a bunch of stands that say, no, you can do no wrong. No, that's good. That's cool. Go on, Cletus. Go on, Cletus. That's goofy shit. No, I need people around me that care about me and love me enough to correct me. Not to make an excuse and say, oh, well, don't do that. That's weak. I'm sorry, that's weak. I'm sorry. You look, I know. Facts. Quindarius has facts. Just like the sisterhood, the brotherhood, just as bad when used wrong. Keep it balanced, big sis. It's hard to be balanced, but it's needed. That's what I'm saying. I hope, and I always call this out, Quindarius. I always call it out and say, I hope that y'all don't think because they perceive me to be this pick me, pandering, male identified, black male worshiping ass bitch, that's really what I am. No, just because I call women out more for our bullshit, because I am a woman and we don't have enough women doing that, does not mean that I'm going to always be like, oh, the man is right, the woman is right. No, I'm going to call all y'all ass out. Like, this is not that. And please don't ever get it mistaken to be. I know these hoes don't like me because I call them out. I correct them. I say, no, sis, you on some bullshit all the time. Because once again, I am a woman. We don't have enough women doing that. We don't. We do not have enough black women in our community doing that. And I'm going to say this, Quindarius, and this is why, again, a lot of the women hate me, but I would say that the brotherhood does a lot better with calling out certain behaviors than the sisterhood does. So that's why I personally go harder on that side. But nevertheless, anybody and everybody can get this smoke if you're not on the righteous side. Period. And what do I mean by that, Quindarius? What I mean by that is the sisterhood would all be on one accord of, well, it don't matter that she had, swung on him, or it don't matter that she had did that. She was just standing on her square. It would have been no call out. So I am very, very, again, gleeful and proud that the majority of the brothers out here, whether you rock with Corey or not, was like, nah, that's some bullshit. Because the sisterhood don't do that. The sisterhood will do what a lot of these goofballs are doing. Well, some of these goofballs are doing in my comments. They'll be making all kind of excuses like, oh, well, but y'all don't never be talking about them women over there. Y'all always be talking. Y'all sound like the sisterhood. Y'all always talking about the real women and black women, but y'all never talk about Becky, and y'all never talk about y'all doing what the sisterhood doing. But what I can respect though, Quindarius, is that it's a lot more solid brothers, which is why my platform is structured the way that it's structured. My platform is structured the way that it's structured, Quindarius, because men are more accepting of critiques and criticism than women are. Because when I first started off, it was very neck and neck as far as men and women subscribers. Now, do women still watch me from the damn bushes and shadows and clouds? Yes. But them bitches unsubscribe like a motherfucker, like, oh, nah, bitch, see, this the problem. See, you trying to call us out. You ain't ever supposed to call us out. But when I was calling the men out, it was cool. Yeah, sis. Yeah, sis. But I call everybody out, nevertheless. It's just that the women left when I start calling them out. The men stuck around like, yeah, you right. Them females didn't say, yeah, you right. They was like, oh yeah, I was rocking with her for a little bit, but that bitch a pick me. It's giving pick me. Bitch, fuck you. So yeah. Thank you, Prime. It says salute the nigga. This situation is going too far. Keep cooking. And shout out to you for being a gentleman for 43 months. Quindaria says, yo, it's crazy y'all pulling up what other groups of people are doing when we're addressing what's going on in our community. Bro, y'all tripping big time. And it's nasty work. And like I said, a lot of these type that's talking about, oh, but you know, y'all not talking about the white man. Them will be the same ones. All in the damn videos, dancing and shit. When you talking about a black female that's doing some bogus shit, it ain't gonna be no pro-black shit on that end. But like I said, I can just be very grateful that the bulk of y'all over here are not this. Thank you, Eugene, and shout out to you for being a gentleman for 60 months. It says this whole Corey Anton thing is just childish as fuck. But it's YouTube and it's entertainment, and so it comes with the territory. But what y'all will not do is be over here trying to make it seem like this shit is acceptable and cool, and then make it seem like also I'm on some one-sided type of energy. No. My people, let's get this straight. My people asked me to talk about this, not Dana White. They told me to, hey, what do you feel about Anton and Corey? Interrupting my whole damn live stream. And then before that, y'all all in my damn email sending me links to this, link to that. And y'all know I'm nosy. I'm gonna go and look. Come on now. So come on. I'm still a woman at the end of the day. We nosy as fuck. Like, tea. Hold on, let me get my cup real quick. Hold on. So yeah. But if the majority of my audience would have said talk about Dana White, I would have talked about Dana White ass too. No pun intended, but his name was Dana White, and I said his white ass too. Don't even worry about it. But what y'all want to do is make it seem like I'm just attacking a black man, when it's never that energy for when I'm quote unquote attacking a black woman. In all actuality, I'm not attacking no motherfucking body. I'm calling out piss poor behavior. So again, we can correct it. Don't piss me off. Terenzo, man, they getting on my damn nerves. But like I said, I'm very relieved and grateful that the bulk of y'all are not that. But if you are, please get the fuck from around me. Thank you, Joshua. It says y'all should focus on the smell of fresh $20 bills. How can I focus on it, Joshua, when you sent me $2? I got real questions. Hold on. How can I focus on the scent, right? The beautiful scent of fresh $20 bills when you sent me $2? No change. And guess what? YouTube finna take all of that. So you sent me 2 pennies and have the audacity to tell me I should focus on $20 bills. Nigga, you're dismissed too. Joshua, you're dismissed too. Y'all just pissing me off. Y'all pissing me off today. Oh, baby, y'all pissing me off today. Ain't nothing funny. Do y'all see what I have to deal with? Do y'all see what the fuck I have to deal with? I guess I gotta imagine, right? Let me imagine the fresh scent of $20 bills off of 2 pennies. Let me just imagine this shit. Can I even rub the 2 pennies together in this bitch? Come on now. I just can't believe y'all. I cannot believe y'all. I cannot believe y'all. Y'all, look. Y'all got me up early. I'm always up early, but I had to come on the damn live stream. I said, give me a second. I said, I'm getting ready to go off on y'all in a second. Hold on. I had to vacuum first. You know what I'm saying? Clean up the kitchen a little bit first. I had to do that first before I struck up a damn live stream. All right, I got to do household chores first. But once I'm done with my household chores, I'm coming for all you niggas. I'm going to smudge all you niggas. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to line up all you goofballs, and I'm going to give y'all a Corey Holcomb smudge. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Hold on. Successful MD says the problem on YouTube equals people choose right or wrong based from perceived association instead of from what's right or wrong. You've always been open and fair, even if it didn't sit well with you. Hashtag been here. See, you've been here. So you've been on what's up. Okay, you've been on what's up. And if you ever thought that I would be the stand, overlook this and overlook that type of bitch, all because I like somebody or I'm leaning more towards another crowd than the next. Oh, I am so sorry to disappoint you, but you can absolutely unsubscribe, take away your membership. See, call YouTube. See if you can get your super chat back, whatever. But thinking that I'm that, I know what the sisterhood said. The sisterhood said I was a pick-me, male-identified, black male worshiping bitch. You know, I hate women. They said that. And if that were true, I would have been like, no, but what happened was the bitches need to shut their mouth. Keep their mouth closed. See, y'all be out here pissing these men off, and you know, Corey did what a real man, any man would have did. A real man gonna step to anybody. A real man gonna, no the fuck, no. A real man has self-control. Since we want to talk about what's real and all this other shit. A real man has self-control. He's gonna analyze the situation the same way he would if he was sitting across from another man. Especially when it comes to a woman. Like, man, that's a female. Okay, like I said, I don't care how big, bad, and bold the bitch thinks she is. You as a man can still whoop her ass. So yeah, I need you to sit down and get the bitch a lecture like you did that time or something. Like, hold on, bitch, don't you know I'm a man? I'm physically more capable of beating your ass than you are of mine. So let me sit. No. Oh, let me move, Darlene. Let me kick Nas to the bitch because maybe she don't understand that, you know, a woman don't do that to no man. You don't step to no man, like you don't talk to no man like that. So let me kick Nas to the bitch. He didn't kick Nas to this bitch. He smudged knowledge to this bitch. And I can't get with that. I can't get with that. And y'all sitting here acting like that's cool is wild. Wild, nasty work. Wow, nasty work. Come on now, y'all. Come on now, y'all. And like I said, I'm speaking as somebody, I don't give a fuck about end time. So don't even think that by me even acknowledging certain things and calling out certain things means that, oh, now the bitch, she pro end time. No, fuck them all. How about that? Why can't we do that? Why can't we say, no, I rock with this person, but I don't rock with this. This is some foul shit. Why can't we do that? No. It has to be one way. It has to be, oh, no, I rock with this person, therefore they can do no wrong and everything they do is justified. No, it's not. It's not. Come on now. Andre says some trolls in here posing as subscribers. That's what it's giving. And no, not even just subscribers, because it don't take none to hit the subscribe button. But shout out to y'all, though, because we are very, very close to being at 215,000. Okay, we are currently at 214,922. So salute to y'all. But these, Andre, they got memberships. That means you are a crown head elite. That means you really down with the crown. And y'all even be on some bullshit. So I'm just like, I'm just thoroughly confused and surprised. But like I said, I have to take gratitude in knowing that the majority of y'all are not like this. Because if y'all were, y'all, I'm gonna be real. If the bulk of my audience was on this type of time, I would have to reconsider my whole fucking platform. Like, what have I done? What have I done to where the majority of my audience feels like this is something that's acceptable? Because to me, this just me as a woman, I be, we overthinking shit sometimes, and we be doing too much. But to me as a woman, if I was to be met with this type of energy of, oh no, you tripping, Danica, oh no, Danica, like he is cool for smunching that bitch, like she was talking crazy. Like, if the majority of my audience was that, I would have to self-reflect. I would have to look at myself like, what is it within you that made people that rock with you think that you would also co-sign that and be cool with that situation? Because I do believe that, to some degree, the people who flock to you are a reflection of you. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, yeah, to some level, not all the way, because we're all individuals and we're all different and all of that. But yeah, I would have to do some serious questioning of myself, and like, what did you portray to where the bulk of your audience would feel like you would be cool with a grown-ass man hitting a woman just because she's talking shit? I would have to. Eugene, thank you. It says, let's put this in perspective. Black people are the ones with all the bad luck and situation when, for the most part, it shouldn't be. We as Black people should be looking at ourselves first, period. Let's start there. But like I said, if my audience, Eugene, did come to me, if the bulk of my audience came to me like, niggas, talk about this, talk about this, talk about this, talk about this, and it did not involve Black people, I would have talked about it, but that's not what happened. So to then deflect all because Corey is your favorite comedian or whatever the fuck case may be, and say, oh, but y'all don't talk about the white man. Now it's like, let's stop being disingenuous. Let's stop being fucking disingenuous, y'all. When have we ever said and talked about white people problems on my platform? When? So if that's the case, we've always been anti-Black. Get the fuck out of Dodge. Y'all pissing me off. Y'all making the ghetto St. Louis bitch come out of me, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Thank you, Philip. It says, sis, you have always been balanced as far as I can remember. See what I'm saying? That brings me peace. Because like I said, Philip, I was going to have to do some serious questioning of myself. Like, yeah, nigga, what did you do? Because to me, everything goes back to self. What did you do to make the bulk of your audience feel like, yeah, this was cool? The people that reflect back to you who you are to some level or degree are reflecting back to you that, yeah, I will beat a bitch ass for talking to me crazy. What? Bitch, what? Oh, I would have to do. Oh, I'm sorry. I am grateful and gleeful. Hold on, that the bulk of y'all are not like that. Joshua says, not you, baby. I got fresh 20s. Josh, I'm thoroughly confused. Keep your $2, okay? You keep your money till you getting on my damn nerves too, because you over here talking about $20 and 20-year-olds. I don't fucking know. You're creeping me out, okay? Quindaria says, crazy part is when you showed the video, I wasn't surprised. He has always talked pimp rhetoric. I was more surprised he really living what he's speaking. Like I say, y'all, it was just commentary that I was given because y'all asked me to talk about it. Right. That's the only thing. It had nothing to do with me being anti-Black or pro-white. It wasn't none like that. As content creators, we highlight the things that the bulk of our audience wants us to talk about. That's just how the game goes. All right. That's how the game goes. Now, sometimes we can come across things that we can feel would benefit our audience. Like, oh, I think this would be something that my audience would like to discuss or, get into. So yeah, we do that. But majority of the time, we're talking about things that our audience has an interest in. But what should be happening is you still giving your honest opinion and your honest feedback and commentary about whatever said topic was that your audience brought back to you. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's also a very heavy misconception about me. So many people think, and thank you so much, Daily Raver. So many people think because I may talk about certain topics that means that, oh yeah, you know, I'm a pick me, pandering, black male worshiping bitch. No, but I'm gonna be honest and say that there are quite a few women out there that are like that. And because I know my audience would probably want me to talk about something from this point of view, I'm going to go to that point of view, although I don't agree with that shit. No, I am not her. Go to her ass. If you think I'm going to come on here and say, oh, yeah, women bad. Women bad. You deserve to get your ass whooped. You shouldn't have been talking. You shouldn't have been getting on his nerves. You deserve. If you think that I was going to be that pick me, pandering bitch, you got me sadly mistaken and severely fucked up. But I do know and understand that there are women out there like that. So it's like, oh yeah, you know, I have a majority male audience and following, and they probably would want me to, you know, beat down on a bitch and, you know, really go in on a bitch. And, you know, even though he wrong for that shit, but that's a bitch. And, you know, I got to pick that side, you know. And that's where the money is. I'm trying to get a super chat. No, y'all got me fucked up. Y'all got me fucked up. But unfortunately, there are women out there that have done that. And I'm gonna be honest enough to say this, and this is why I'm so relieved, and like I keep saying, gleeful and grateful that the bulk of men out there that rock with me, y'all don't even like those type of bitches. Y'all don't. I've seen so many of those chicks have so much support one day, and because the men pick up on, oh, this bitch, is she trying to pander? No, that's clearly wrong, but she gonna make it seem like the woman is, oh hell no. And then the support is gone. So I'm glad that the bulk of men out there are able to read through that and see through that and say, nah, this bitch got me fucked up. This is manipulative. That's manipulative for a woman to even try to pander to a man. You know what I'm saying? To even try to steer a narrative to where she feels like, oh, men would want me to say it like this, or men would want me to talk about it like this, or men would appreciate if I whoop that bitch. No. Masculine men see through that shit like, bitch, nah, we don't even rock with that. That nigga is foul for that. And yeah, she could be in the wrong to some degree, but it didn't warrant that. But there are some chicks out here who be trying to get a super chat and a cash out and a new subscriber and a membership. And they'll try to fit something and twist something to where I think men would want me to say this, though. No, but I'm going to be real. I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel, exactly what I think. And if you don't agree with it, that's fine. We're all individuals. We're all humans. But certain shit I feel like should be universal. And a man not bopping the bitch upside her damn skull because she done said suck my dick or lick my balls or, you know, kiss my ass or, you know, your dick was trash, whatever the fuck. I mean, I think universally men should say, yeah, that bitch just talking shit. Let me leave this bitch alone. She ain't worth my freedom. She ain't worth my time, my energy, my effort. You know, at the very most, I might just curse the bitch out. But doing all that, no, I ain't doing that. I got better shit to do. I would hope that the majority of men would do that. And from what I saw, the majority of y'all were doing that. Y'all did agree with that. You know? So yeah, y'all got me messed up. And I'm so sorry that you had me fucked up like that. Thank you, Deadly Raver. It says, here's that $20 you were mentioning. Put some of it on my book and Crown Head Heights, and please warm up sale 193 for me. I'll be there shortly. Keep it real, Danica, especially when they don't want you to. Thank you. Period. Okay, period. Now, in case you all were unaware, we do have the Crown Head Heights jail facility for you all who act up. And as a matter of fact, these individuals that left those comments under my dope discussion yesterday, I think we have to lock you all up for life in the same cell as Diddy. Yeah, because y'all on some bullshit. And honestly, I'm scared of y'all. I think y'all are a threat to society, because especially women, because if a woman just so happens to raise her voice at you or call you out your name or say some foul shit to you, you may Diddy Bop her ass. So I think it's only fair to put you in the same cell as Diddy Bop so he can maybe Diddy Bop your ass. Pun intended. Because I mean, we're not safe out here. I may not be safe. Maybe again, I talk too much. I'm gonna get smunched by these niggas now. Now I gotta be on the lookout. I gotta look out for Anton. I gotta look out for Corey. I gotta look out for the one chick. Darlene gonna beat my ass. Like, it's too much going on. So you're right, Deadly Raver. Thank you so much for the 20 spot. That's going to help me to be able to expand the Crown Head Heights jail, because unfortunately, I'm seeing a lot of y'all need to be locked up for life. This is nasty work. Nasty work. Y'all laughing. I'm so serious. Who is this? Swervo. Shout out to you, Swervo. I'm going to get to that in a second. Thank you so much, Roy. It says, I've been working 6 days a week since Thanksgiving. Oh, you get to the bag. It says, can somebody please tell me what the hell happened, please? And thank you. Okay, so what happened was, real briefly, what happened was Anton Daniels had went on to Corey Holcomb's 5150 show. They were trying to have a debate or some kind of dialogue over on the 5150 show, and things went left after Corey had told Anton that he be kissing the ass of white people, because he ain't never called out no white man about nothing, but he always going in on the black community and, all of that. And so Anton got a little bit triggered by it and was like, nigga, if I be out here kissing the ass of white people, nigga, you be sucking the dick. He said that. Hold on, Roy. He said, you be sucking the dick of the black community every day, nigga. Right? And so Corey was like, whoa, what, nigga? You said I suck dick? Oh, no, we don't play that shit. I don't suck nobody dick. I don't care if you talking about metaphors, similes, literally, figuratively, nigga. We don't say suck dick. You got me fucked up. Clean that shit up. And then he said, I don't suck no dick. I don't do that. And Anton was like, yeah, you do. You're doing it right now. Yeah, you do. You're doing it right now. And so then that's when Corey had got up out his chair and he was like, nah, nigga, for real. We don't play that backdooring and sucking dick shit. You don't say that to no other man like that. You don't do that. You don't say that. And so Darlene, she was sitting in the middle of them, right? And then Corey was like, no, I gotta let this nigga know, like, don't fuck around. So he had told Darlene to move out the way. So she had skedaddled, pew. She was out of there, right? And so he standing up. Roy, he's standing up and Anton face like, nah, nigga, don't say that sucking dick shit. I don't play that. I don't play that. And then Anton was like, nigga, mind you, Roy, the whole time Anton just sitting there, right? He just sitting there like he ain't threatened. He ain't moved at all. But low key, I think he was kind of like shaking in his boots. But he played it real smooth though. So he looking up at Anton. That sounds so bad. You looking up at a nigga in his eyes, nigga. That sound like some shit we do. But hey, Anton, he looking up at Corey in his eyes like, nigga, you ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do shit, nigga. Oh, no, hold on, Roy. That ain't what happened. I'm lying. He said, you ain't gonna do shit, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit you talking about, nigga. I'm from Detroit. We do this shit every day. We throw the bays every day. I be boxing my nieces. I be boxing my nephews. I be boxing my You got your security with you. I got my security with me. Ain't nobody finna do shit. Just sit down, Corey. Stop acting like a tough guy, Corey. And then Corey was like, nah, nigga, if you say that suck dick shit again, nigga, if you say that suck dick shit again, nigga, then we gonna have a motherfucking problem. I don't play that shit, nigga. Say it again. Say it again, nigga. Say it again, nigga. One more time. You know, it was giving Pinky a little bit. It was giving Pinky a little bit. You know what I'm saying? However, Roy, I don't think that Corey anticipated Anton calling his bluff like that. So I think, you know, Corey was probably a little bit like taken aback, like, oh shit, you know. So he was telling Anton to say it again. Anton never repeated it though. He never did. But, you know, he did offer the fade. He said, nigga, we can go outside right now, nigga. We can take it out back. We can cut the cameras. Go outside, throw the fade, nigga, and come right back and chop it up. Corey sat down, Roy. He did. He sat down in Darlene's chair, like, hold on, nigga, let me kick some knowledge to you. You know, let me kick some knowledge to you. Because maybe you just don't understand that what you said was bad. You know, so let me break down the origins of dick sucking. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But they ended up, you know, getting back on track, Roy, and everything seemed to be going a little bit smoother. And they tried to move on with the conversation. They did. Okay, they did. But Corey just could not let up off the dick sucking. Like, nigga, you really got me fucked up. You really kind of got me fucked up, but I am too fucking old to be fighting. I am too old to be fighting. So I got to think about, you know, my blood pressure. I got to think about my limbs, my joints and shit. You know, I don't want to be doing all that. So I got this $1 million screen in the back and shit. You know, Darlene still need her salary. So let me sit the fuck down. But I mean, you do got me fucked up though. You really do. You know. But in Corey's defense though, he wouldn't have been able to take it outside. You know what I'm saying? It would have been a lose-lose for Corey. Let me explain, Roy. If Corey would have not Anton upside his damn scalp, okay, and his glasses flew across the room and shit like that, YouTube would have possibly taken down his channel, or at the very least suspended him for like 30 days or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So you're losing out on the YouTube money. Then if you would have tried to take it outside, he would have got tackled by the security and shit. So I mean, he really couldn't do that. Anton just kind of looked up that Corey had to sit down and like reflect and like kick knowledge to him and shit. Like he got really looked up with that. But that's ultimately what had happened, Roy. You know what I'm saying? But it got heated a little bit again. Because like I said, Corey couldn't let that suck my dick shit go. He just couldn't. So they went back and forth again. And, you know, I felt like, in my opinion, I felt like Corey realized how weak sauce he probably looked by not reacting or responding. But he's trying to be mature, right? He's trying to be mature. I got to be mature. You know, watch my money. You know, I got people relying on me, depend on me. I can't fuck up my YouTube money. So, you know, he had to get his lick back. Remember how Anton got his lick back by saying, nigga, you suck dick then. If I kiss ass, you suck dick. Corey had to get his lick back from the, you know, sitting down after a nigga called him pretty much a dick sucker. And he say, man, you sound like a bitch. Bitches do that. Bitches be trying to tell me about myself and shit. That's what bitches do. And then that's when Anton got a little bit more triggered. Like, you know what, man, I'm out of here. So then he had left. And he like, yeah, nigga, that's probably the best. Yeah, nigga, get the fuck out of here, bitch ass nigga. You tell me I suck dick, nigga. And then I sat down. The fuck, man? Like, you just fucked up my whole motherfucking image with this shit. So I gotta take my damn power back. Nigga, you a bitch. And then Anton had got up, because then it was like, damn, he might do something now. You know, so Anton got up, ran to the security. He had ran to security. And then the little chick that he was with, And then, yeah, Corey was like, yeah, nigga, get the fuck out. Yeah, get the fuck out, nigga, and take your bitch with you. Take the bitch with you. So that's what had happened in a nutshell. And then it went back and forth, back and forth. So technically, though, Roy, it wasn't a back and forth after that, because to my knowledge, because I don't watch Corey like that or Anton like that, but to my knowledge, Corey only does one show a week. So during the time off, he don't really be on YouTube like that. So for that whole week afterwards, Roy, Anton went on a whole YouTube campaign. This platform, that platform, this platform, that platform. What he would have, should have did. You know, I could have beat his ass, but he sat there, Roy. He sat there looking up in that man's eyes. You know what I'm saying? He sat there looking up at that man's eyes like, you ain't gonna do shit. You know what I'm saying? I told you about that. And that's probably why Corey said, yeah, you know, my bitches do that. Because bitches do be looking up in your eyes and shit like that. So I'm just saying. So he going on every damn panel, every damn platform, talking about, yeah, I would have beat his ass, nigga. I mean, that nigga was shaking like a stripper. He was shaking like bacon on a skillet. He was shaking like a salt shaker. He was shaking like a leaf on a windy day. He was shaking in his motherfucking boots. I would have beat his ass. That nigga gay. That nigga soft. That nigga this. I'm from Detroit, nigga. You know, D's up. You know, he went on a whole campaign for a whole week. And the whole time, Roy, I'm just so irritated. I'm so irritated. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. If you was really about that action, you would have really been about that action. That's first things first. Then second off, if you was really about that action, you would have just shut the fuck up. You know, real men ain't gotta go back and tell about what had happened and, you know, what they would have did. No, real men gonna keep it real gangster. Like, it is what it is. That happened. Moving on. They don't go from panel to panel. Come on. So yeah. But then Roy, because I gotta give Roy the scoop, because he don't know, he been working. The fuck. So then Roy, after all the pussy popping on the panels that Anton was doing, Tuesday rolls around. And mind you, Corey do his show every Tuesday from what they told me. Okay. So he do a show. I didn't watch it. I'm old, Roy. I be in the bed with my husband. At 10 o'clock, we in the bed. You know, 9 o'clock, we in the bed. So we ain't got time for that. Okay. So his show comes on, I'm assuming, late at night on that Tuesday, and he chooses the ultimate violence. Okay. He had saw Anton going from panel to panel, talking about, yeah, I would have beat that nigga ass, and that nigga gay, and that nigga soft, and that nigga this. He saw that, and he said, you know what, nigga, I got one for you. And Roy, guess what he did? He roasted this man's whole fucking family. His whole family tree was on the damn Jumbotron, going in on his wife, you know, talking about she was shaking in her boots. You know, she was shaking like a stripper. She's so scared of Anton. Oh, you know, he's just unpredictable, and I don't know what he gonna do to me. And you know, I think he's capable of murder. Like she was saying all of that shit. You know, I'm just embellishing though. You know, entertainment purposes only. I'm making shit up, but it really is rooted in truth though. So follow me, Roy, because you need the tea. So he put all that on the Jumbotron. Anton's wife talking about she's scared of him in a nutshell, and he unpredictable, and he a little bit crazy, and he be, you know, tweaking a little bit sometimes and all of that. So made it look like a bad guy there, okay? And then on the flip, this where he went real low. This where he went real low, Roy. Corey then places Anton's daughter, who is a minor. Maybe she just turned 18 now or not, but in my opinion, I don't give a fuck if she is 18. Anything with a teen on it, that's a baby. Okay. But he then puts the baby girl on the screen, Roy, and talks about in a roundabout way how ugly she is. You know, how ain't nobody gonna want to fuck her when she get older, and she gonna have to pay for pussy like her daddy. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody want to deal with her because she just so ugly. Said that, you know, Anton need to just make baby boys. Because, you know, you can explain away an ugly boy, I guess, better than an ugly daughter. I don't know. I thought that was real trash. real diabolical. I did not respect that. I said, damn, I can't rock with that shit at all either. Like, this is all just trash, Roy. All trash. But that right there was a little bit much for me. I said, nah, Corey ain't shit. Corey ain't shit. So then the next day, Roy, after Corey went in on that Tuesday show talking about Anton and his whole family, Anton said, all right, nigga. Y'all know that one meme? What's that one meme with the dude with the glasses? And he be like this on the phone. Let me find it, y'all, because y'all gotta have the visuals. Because when I tell a story, I want you all to see what I see in my mind. Man on phone meme. Let me see if that'll pop up something. That's what happened. Hold on, let me see. Can I him? Let me see. Can I get a clearer shot? This was Anton on the phone the next day, Roy. Y'all remember that meme? This was Anton on the phone the next day talking to his lawyer, and I'm just making shit up. But he was like, oh, hell nah. Did this nigga really put my baby girl on the jumbotron, nigga? Oh, okay. Okay, he put my daughter outside. All right, nigga. Now my wife, she can probably handle that a little bit better. But my baby girl, nigga, he on the phone with the lawyer like, yeah, we need to do something about this nigga. He got me fucked up. So the lawyer, in my opinion, I'm just making up shit. The lawyer giving Anton a breakdown, like, yeah, we can definitely find a loophole. And how old is your daughter by chance? Oh, she's a minor. That's even better. Even better. How is her mental state? Like, is her emotional state, is that good right now? Even though it's only been 25 minutes since this, transpired. Oh, she's in shambles. Okay, all right. So what I need you to do right now, you and your wife to do right now, take your daughter to the nearest therapist and, have her just spill out her guts. I mean, really beef up all the trauma. Like, let them know, like, I'm in emotional distress and I'm getting bullied on TikTok and all that. Just really go in on it, because yeah, we can definitely use it. And here's the thing, Anton. I don't want to get your hopes up, but we came across some old surveillance footage from 2024, and I'm not going to make any promises, but I may be able to pull a few strings to get that leaked if you want to in the upcoming days. You know what I'm saying? And so Anton was like, all right, bet. So he got off the phone with the lawyer. He like, oh, yeah, emotional distress. Okay, I got to play into that good. What else? I got to play into her being a minor. What else did he highlight? Okay. So he then gets on his show, for what y'all told me, and he laid it all out there. I'm peeping all the motherfucking game from the clips that y'all had there, because I can't watch in time. I'm just so sorry, but I can watch a reaction because y'all be peeping game and y'all be funny as hell. So I watched a few of y'all reactions to what he was doing, and I was like, this nigga. So I'll be peeping game right along with y'all, and I'm like, okay, he's using all the vocabulary of a beefy ass lawsuit. Okay, all right. So in time, less than 25 minutes later, Roy, right after the 5150 show, he talking about his daughter is in the ambulance getting stitches, because Corey done talked about it. He talking about how his daughter had to leave PE class early because, Corey had talked about it. He talking about how everybody on TikTok, they're all going to laugh at you. They're all laughing on TikTok, emotional distress. She's a little girl and this, thing. Like, he really going in. All right, he pulling up all the stops, nigga. Like, damn, this just happened. And she already at the therapist's office. She got kicked out of damn PE. You know what I'm saying? She getting stitches. She at the damn, she in the ambulance. Like, damn, all this happened in a matter of 25 minutes? God damn, Corey, you ain't shit, nigga. So he does all of that, Roy. All of that. Right, because now he going to war like, nigga, I'm gonna hit you where it hurts, nigga. Yeah, because you want to hurt me and my daughter. Don't play about my daughter, nigga. So I think he was trying to get Corey to be spooked and nervous and possibly take down the video, or at least blur out the part of the baby girl, because that was just diabolical. It was diabolical as fuck. But Here's the thing, because in my humble opinion, Roy, Anton is an internet nigga, right? Like your whole persona is on the internet and your image on the internet matters, right? So I'm pretty sure he was coming across like countless live streams of people like calling him out for being soft as fuck for that and weak as fuck. Like, nigga, you went on a whole week-long tour talking about you would have beat his ass and Corey ain't shit and he's soft as fuck and he a backdoorian, he this and he that, he gay. You did all that just to turn around and try to beef up a fucking lawsuit. Nigga, kiss my ass. So I'm sure he came across countless live streams of that and he like, man, them niggas think I'm soft now. Like I'm losing my YouTube internet cred, nigga. God dog. So then it was like he called back the one dude who said, hey, I can pull some strings. We got that surveillance. We may be able to go ahead and leak it in a few days. He called the nigga back like, okay, the lawsuit shit, that ain't really sticking like that. So he said, 1, 2, 3, release him. And then they had released the motherfucking footage 3 days later. 3 days later, 1, 2, 3, release them. And they released the damn footage of Corey from 2024, which was only a year ago. Y'all make it think it's so long ago. It's 2026. Nigga, this is 2025.1. This is not 2026 yet. Please. That was so long ago. So then they had released the footage from 2024, Roy, of Corey getting pissed off at this lady. I guess she a comedian too. And she was talking shit to him and he get mad. And so he walk up to her. This is what the footage show, allegedly. Because y'all say it's AI. I don't know. But, you know, he walks up to the girl, Roy, and he do like a real forceful, like, mush. Now, I ain't gonna say it's a mush. It looked like a smudge. Okay, we're gonna call it a smudge because it was a combination of a smack, a punch, and a mush. So we call it over here a smudge. So he walk up to them and she say, like he give her, and then she goes back like, and then all the dudes, oh no, and then all the dudes come through, they grabbing Corey like, no, that's a female. You know, that's a female. You know, we need the Ice Cube ass niggas. Okay, we need the Craig ass niggas to come in and save the day. Cause Debo be trying to Debo the bitches and we can't have that. So yeah, that got released yesterday. 3 days later after Anton, you know, felt disrespected by Corey putting his daughter on the jumbotron. So that's the gist of everything. We don't know what's going to happen after this. We're just kind of waiting to see what the tea is. But me personally, I do feel like Anton and Corey are both trash. But since everybody was coming to me telling me to highlight what had happened between Corey and the girl, I talked about it yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been sipping the tea. So let's sip this tea. And so we sipped the tea. And Roy, I was just so disappointed to see that it was quite a few guys that was like, oh no, he's justified for smudging that bitch, walking up on her, smudging that bitch, all because, you know, her fingertip likely touched the brim of his hat when he was walking up on her. You know what I'm saying? And so when I saw everybody in the comments, well, not everybody, a lot of y'all agreed, and I'm so glad that y'all are real masculine men. Shout out to y'all. You know, we had a good time. We enjoyed ourselves. It was very much so an entertaining adult discussion that we had. We had a great time yesterday, but I was a little bit disappointed, Roy, that it was so many people in the comments like, oh, Danica, I just don't respect you no more. Like, he can do as he pleases. He's motherfucking Corey, bitch. Like, fuck you. You're anti-black and you're this. I'm like, what the fuck? All because I said it's not cool for a man to put his hands on a woman? Unless a woman puts her hands on you, that's the only way I'm gonna say, yeah, it's up. Okay, if a woman is putting her hands on you, look, do what you need to do. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Because everybody needs to learn how to keep their damn hands to themselves. I don't put my hands on nobody, so ain't nobody can put their motherfucking hands on me. That's just my code. But yeah, she was. It looked like she was just talking shit, Roy, and then Corey walked up to her and gave her a smudge, smudge. You know what I'm saying? And since I called him out for that, now I'm getting ready to get beat up. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to get beat up by Corey's supporters. Corey gonna smudge me when he see my ass. Darlene gonna smudge me. Anton already, they told me yesterday, Anton said he gonna fuck with me. Like, fuck the nigga. Nigga ain't shit. Fuck that bitch. Anton gonna smudge me. So all the way around, like, I'm cornered. Like, I'm surrounded. But at the end of the day, Roy, I'm gonna always stand on my truth. And my truth is, I feel like they both trash. And Corey do look a lot. He looks sorry as fuck. Because how you just sit there when it came to Anton and kick knowledge to him about the origins of sucking dick and how that's out of pocket and out of bounds. But then when it came to a female, that's a female, it looked like she didn't get much of a fucking warning. Like, it was just like, nigga, bitch, fuck you. Smudge, bitch, smudge. So, yeah, that's what had happened. And in case anybody else missed out, I hope I gave y'all a good synopsis of what happened too. Big shout out to one of my MVPs, Swervo, swerving through with the $50. Okay, it says never change who you are, and the message, big sis, the real ones are always going to be here. For the trolls in the comments, put some money on your disagreement if you really feel some type of way. I'm gonna be real with you, Swervo. I just want y'all weak ass to get gone. I don't want your super chat. I don't want your subscription. I don't want your membership. I don't want your comment. Like, just get your bitch ass up out of here, please. Because y'all pissing me off. Y'all pissing me off. Okay? I'm just saying. Okay. See, I caught some of y'all up to speed because y'all didn't know what was going on. So I gave y'all a little one too of what's going on. But now we here, and now I got all this beef with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because my crown hair is messy as hell, and they bringing back topics for me to discuss. And now everybody mad that I'm talking about this when everybody wanted me to talk about this. You didn't talk about the white man. They didn't ask me to talk about the white man. And then on top of that, why do I give a fuck about what they got going on over there? I'm concerned with us. I want us to do better. I want us to evolve and grow. And I want us to have a good time. Like, what the fuck? But it is what it is. It is what it is. Y'all in the comments over there going crazy still, though. Somebody over there dying laughing about crunk for Christ is crazy. Now, I'm going to be real with y'all. Roy, I got to say this too. Now, the woman that Corey smushed in the face on the leaked surveillance footage, she was getting on my damn nerves too. That's what I'm saying. That's why I got no friends. She gonna smudge me. Like, bitch, you're victim blaming and victim shaming. I ain't blame her. Okay, I ain't blame her. I ain't say that was her fault. Like, that was out of pocket. Like, Corey should never did that shit. There's no excuse for that. However, I will still be real and say, like, it gave that she was also trying to beef up a lot of stuff for a lawsuit. She made it seem like she couldn't leave her house. And, Corey punched her because she was talking about Jesus. I'm like, what? Like, come on now. Please stop playing. Please stop playing. So everybody all the way around, in my opinion, a little bit trash. Okay. But that's my opinion. And that's why I have to be over here, swinging for my life, because I'm getting ready to get jumped now. And it's all my crown hair's fault. I was just sipping tea because y'all told me, Danica, get the tea out. And I got the tea out. I poured everybody a cup. Now everybody want to have a motherfucking Boston tea party. What the fuck? Y'all getting on my damn nerves. How you gonna tell me to talk about something? Then I talk about it, and because you don't like how I talked about it, now it's like, bitch, why you talking about it? Shut the fuck up. But yeah. And then somebody in the comments yesterday had the audacity to say, Danica, why you scared? You are the Clarissa Shields of, the black YouTube. Like, you can beat them all up. I can't. How I'm supposed to take on Corey, Darlene, Anton, the victim? Like, come on. Like, y'all creating way too much issue for me to solve. I can't fight everybody. Y'all just so fucking... Yes, I box. Yes, I box, but that don't mean I can box everybody simultaneously. Y'all just, man, y'all fucking up. Let me read the rest of y'all super chats. Now I gotta walk around with my head over my shoulder, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Nasty word. And where y'all gonna be at to help me? Then I got, the 5150 crew. They gonna beat my ass. You know what I'm saying? Then I got the bag chasers. They gonna beat my ass. So, like, all the way around, I'm in the bind, Nate. Hold on. Daddy Raver says, LOL, sounds like it's getting heated out here. Maybe you should hire Bulldog Keisha to protect you until this all blows over. No, Diddy, you're right. You're right. Roy the Bear says, thank you for the recap. Glad I could help. Thank you to Swarthy Wizard, my cousin from another family. It says, cousin, due to the fact some men get thrown off and some get turned on, maybe you need to start saying pause often when you say SD. Y'all do not get turned on when I say that. Y'all nasty as hell. Okay, I just say, what should I say? Just SD. Okay, I'll do that. Because some of y'all is crazy. Thank you, DLR, for your $5. Y'all were cracking up. Shout out to you. Thank you, Williams. It says Corey H is wilding to dish it out. I'm sorry, willing. It says Corey is willing to dish it out. He should be able to take it. I agree. Keep your hands to yourself, period. That's all I'm saying. Now, if that bitch would have hit him first, now it's fair game. Because, bitch, keep your hands to your motherfucking self. But somebody just talking, let bitches talk. We gonna talk. That's why I'm hoping they don't beat me up. I'm just on YouTube. We just playing. I'm just talking. Don't put me on your Jumbotron. Okay, please. William says, I got that. You sent 2 of the same super chats? I appreciate you though, William. And I think I'm caught up. Hold on. I think I'm caught up. Yes. SD Sue Daniels asking sarcastically. Tourism. They say they get turned down by suck my dick, nigga, suck my dick. I don't know. But I will say that quite a few of y'all got me messed up when all I'm doing is trying to give y'all the tea on what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And don't y'all also know that YouTube demonetized my video from yesterday? So I did all of that for y'all. And this is the thanks I get. The thanks I get is, yeah, bitch, fuck you, nigga. See, that's why I hate you bitches. You bitches hate black men. What? Nigga. No, I hate black men like you. How about that? How about that, nigga? Get your ass on. Get your ass on. Shit. That be pissing me off. Not me, ma'am. Okay. I'm glad that you're not a weirdo. Okay. So I don't know. It's just some of y'all just be kind of... I just couldn't believe what some of y'all was saying in the comments. I just couldn't believe what some of y'all was saying in the comments. And best believe it's going to be more after this. More after this. But I can say that I'm very, very proud that the bulk of y'all, the majority of y'all understood. And that's why I say that when it comes to, the brotherhood, y'all are a little bit more structured than the sisterhood, which is why I can appreciate y'all. And when I acknowledge that and call that out, I become a pick me. Like I can't win for losing, honestly. The bitches hate me. The ain't shit niggas hate me. Like, I don't know. All I can do is be honest. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm still be myself and speak the truth. But You know what I'm saying? Like, goodness. But at least I can still say with all my damn might that from what I can observe and see, men, y'all do hold each other accountable regardless. It don't matter if you know you like this person, you rock with this person, you support this person. If it's some bullshit, y'all gonna say in bulk, in mass, that yeah, that's some bullshit. We don't fuck with that. So salute to y'all, because a lot of sisterhood that would have made, the majority would have made some kind of loophole and some kind of excuse for piss poor fucked up behavior and been like, oh nah, that's because these niggas deserve good, because as much shit these niggas be talking, they deserve to have this happen to them. They deserve. So yeah, example them nickels. Example them nickels. You know what I'm saying? So salute to y'all for that. But at the end of the day, unfortunately, we do have some males out there that's like, yeah, that's the big bro. So y'all got him fucked up. I'm just disappointed. The nigga usually have good content, but because she wants to go against my favorite comedian, this is bad content. Fuck that bitch, nigga. Yeah, fuck me. No, please. Pause. No Diddy. Okay, I gotta say pause. But yeah, get your ass up out of here. You can go. Okay. But maybe y'all right though. Maybe I should go ahead and get Bulldog Keisha. But the thing is though, Bulldog Keisha don't like me either. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm just surrounded on all sides. Bulldog Keisha don't like me either. You know, I be calling her out on her bullshit. Cause she be trying to bully people and get over on people and all and attack people for no reason, you know. And see, I'm so glad that this is happening to you, nigga. Now you finally see what us real women be talking about. Now you finally see why we be saying these niggas gonna turn on you. These niggas ain't shit. See, we tried to warn your pygmy ass. We tried to tell your ass, don't trust these niggas. Don't be out here vouching for these niggas. These niggas ain't shit. We tried to. So you damn right. When Darlene jumping your ass and Corey jumping your ass and Anton jumping your ass, I'm gonna be biting your ankles, bitch. I'm gonna be biting your ankles, bitch. Cause yeah, now the chickens finally came home to roost. Now the chickens finally came home to roost, bitch. I told you don't trust these niggas. I told you these niggas ain't got your back. The moment that you call them on their bullshit, they finna say something about you. They finna be mad. They gonna say you anti-black. They gonna say you ain't shit. You just like the rest of us. So now who the Bulldog Keisha? Bulldog the nickel. Bulldog the nickel. So, I mean, I can't even call on Bulldog Keisha. That bitch don't like me either. I've been calling out Bulldog Keisha for decades. Do y'all really think that she's gonna help me to defend myself? No. So it is what it is. I'm just gonna stand my ground per usual and just be extremely grateful that the majority of y'all are not on this bullshit. Cause if y'all were, I'm gonna be real. I'll just cancel everything. Cancel Christmas, bitch. And they even came up. Cancel Valentine's Day. Cancel Easter. All right. Cancel Halloween. Cancel Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? What else the holiday day? Cancel Memorial Day. Cancel Labor Day. Cancel Father's Day. Cancel Mother's Day. I'm done with all this shit. I'm done with all of this shit. Cancel it. Cancel dope discussion. We done. Because I can't believe y'all was moving like this. You know, but luckily for us, that did not make up the majority of y'all. And so we are safe. We are safe. But I will say that I do hope that y'all do have my back in case I get attacked. Okay, please have my back. Do not be surprised if I become the tea. I hope not. Please don't pour up a cup of Danica, please. I just was doing what my crown heads asked me to do. I had nothing to do with that shit. Like, for real, like. Oh my god! But I really am scared of Anton and Corey though, for real. Anton, he seemingly has some friends in some very high places, because y'all can't tell me that footage being leaked around the same time that Corey did that. Come on, y'all can't tell me that is not something that is connected. In my opinion, I'm making up shit. Entertainment persons only. So Anton, I am so sorry. You would have beat that nigga ass for real. He is so lucky you spared him. Okay. But I'm also scared of Corey too, right? So I have come to the conclusion of, when it comes to bitches talking shit, we might want to sit the fuck down. We might want to shut the fuck up talking to Corey. So I want to apologize in advance to Corey. Please don't smush me. Please. I'm so sorry. I know you don't play around with women and children. So, damn. Can I lie and say I'm a trans? Can I do that? Because maybe then I got a little bit of a chance. You know what I'm saying? Look, Corey, I was born a male. You know that, right? I was born a man. So, yeah, I'm off limits. So, please. Oh my God, I'm so scared. Okay, but yeah, I had to come on here, y'all, and let y'all know that yes, I was. Yes, I was. The fuck? I was born a man. So maybe that will save me. Corey, you can't put your hands on me. I'm a man. I was born a man. I am a trans woman. Hold on, let me make my voice deep. I was born a real nigga. Come on now. Let's not step to me now. I'm from St. Louis, nigga. I'm from motherfucking St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? From motherfucking St. Louis. We don't play that shit like on some real shit. You gotta watch your motherfucking mouth coming around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I hope that works. Thank you, SR Serum. It says money talks. Danica Bulldog Keisha will protect you. It ain't nothing I can pay Bulldog Keisha. She's done with me. I'm cooked. You know how much shit I talked about Bulldog Keisha? Please, my whole YouTube channel is Bulldog Keisha content. Because I want the best for us. I want us to evolve from Bulldog Keisha into respectable young ladies. You know what I'm saying? With morals. Am I saying that you perfect? No. Ain't nobody motherfucking perfect. Look at me. I'm a St. Louis, ghetto, potty mouth, what else? Ratchet, Instagram, thought looking. I'm that. And ain't you married, bitch? Yeah, and I'm married. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, you got a pocket. So ain't nobody perfect. However, can we have morals? Can we have values? Can we have principles? Can we have integrity? Can we have, morality? Can we have the things that count type shit? That's all. You ain't no man. Son Quay. For real though. Hold on, big dog. On some real ass shit. I was born Don Quay. Yeah, Don Quay Mario. Ain't no motherfucking Danica Marie, motherfucker. I'm Don Quay Mario, nigga, from St. Louis, born and raised. You know what I'm saying? I used to rap back in the day with the St. Lunatics and shit. Chingy, Jaquan and shit. Like, them the big homies. But I got tired of being a real ass nigga from St. Louis, so I had to do a little one too. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, nigga, shout out to my doctor. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Don't tell my husband though. On some real shit, because my husband don't know that type of shit. But yeah, I went to Dr. St. Louis, shout out to Dr. St. Louis. Y'all sleeping on Dr. St. Louis. Y'all keep flying up to Dr. Miami and shit. Nah, come to Dr. St. Louis, nigga, gonna get your motherfucking body right. You know what I'm saying? Gonna keep it tight. You know what I'm saying? You gonna do all this nice shit for you. You know what I'm saying? Gonna get the ribs. See, why y'all think I still got the ribs? You know what I'm saying? Ain't no woman built like this, nigga. You see my shoulders, nigga? You can tell by my shoulders I was born a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? You see the traps, nigga? Look at the traps, nigga. Hold on, nigga. Come on now, nigga. Like, come on. But don't tell my husband that type of shit, though, because, you know, he don't play that type of shit. He ain't no backdoorian. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no backdoorian. So, I mean, keep this shit on the low. Y'all think that's gonna work for Corey? I think if I play that card, he gonna be like, oh nah. Cause I don't step to no real man like that. He said that. Yeah. He did say that. He did say that, Sanquay. He said, oh yeah, they keep on saying this and saying. So I'm a real boy, Pinocchio. Okay, Pinocchio. And I'm not lying though. I don't lie like Pinocchio, but I'm a real boy like Pinocchio. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got a real joystick, nigga. And if you keep playing this motherfucker, I'ma look. Come on now. Look. Come on now. You keep playing, nigga. Hold on. Daly says, no, you didn't. Shout out to my doctor. I'm gonna be crippled from laughing if you don't stop. Okay, I'm done. But hopefully that does save me though. I hope it saves me. Cause Corey did say he don't step to no real man like that. So, but he do step to bitches. So hey, Corey, I'm so motherfucking sorry. You know, Corey, I'm a comedian too, a little bit. So maybe he have a little bit of respect for me because I'm a comedian, right? No, because that bitch was a comedian. God damn, what more do you want from me? What can I do, nigga? I'm fucking doomed. I'm doomed, nigga. But still I rise. You know, I got that tattoo from a prison when I was upstate, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Still I rise and shit. I was reading a lot of motherfucking Maya Angelou. You know, my bad. I'm confusing, you know, my prison babe with Maya Angelou. His name was Mike. But yeah, Mike did this for me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Corey, you might not want to step to me because I am a real man in this motherfucker. Now, I know I may look like a bitch, but I ain't no bitch. I ain't bitch made now. I ain't bitch made now. Oh. Hold on now. Hold on. Crown head D-nip. Yeah. D-nip tuck. Yeah, D-nip tuck. You know, I got my D-nipped and tucked in this motherfucker. Again, like I said, don't tell my husband none of that shit. Cause he don't play that backdoorian shit now. He don't know that. Dr. St. Louis got me right and exact. You know what I'm saying? I even got a uterus, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to bleed in a few days and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you know, I really got this shit going. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You did see Adam's apple. I told you. See? Y'all see, hold on. Y'all see my Adam's apple? I can't see it. Shit. Hold on. Y'all see my Adam's apple? The fuck, nigga? But on some real shit, I do think women got Adam's apples too. It's not as pronounced as men. But hold on. How do I make my shit pronounced? Corey gonna beat my ass. There you go, nigga. There you go, nigga. I told you I'm a real man, nigga. There you go. It's pronounced, bitch. The fuck? Yeah. Hold on. Can y'all see it? Yeah, it was right there, nigga. Yeah. Don't play with me. I think I'm safe now. Corey, he gonna be like, yeah, that bitch a real nigga. I ain't gonna step to her. I ain't gonna step to her. But yeah, y'all, I do love y'all. I do respect y'all. But if you on some bogus shit, I don't respect that. Okay, I don't respect that. But it is what it is. Hopefully you were inspired to stop being a bitch ass nigga and making excuses for bitch made behavior. Okay. Now if somebody puts their hands on you, then hey, you do what you need to do. But somebody just talking shit, y'all gotta learn to walk away. Okay, you gotta learn to walk away. Never get anybody that kind of power over you. to put your hands on them and then have you potentially risk everything. Like, don't do that. We gotta be more mindful of that. Right. But I do love y'all though. Ludacris, what's your fantasy? Backseat, windows up. That's the way them bitches suck. You know what I'm saying? I hope it works. Y'all wish me luck. How about that? That's a bar too. Okay. Wish me luck that Corey don't smudge me. Okay. I hope none of y'all take none of this shit seriously. It's all entertainment purposes only. We just giving our feedback about it, dropping some bars, gems, and jewels in the process, and having a good time. Like that's what it's all about, you know. But shout out to everybody, and I'm gonna see y'all later. When I'm gonna see y'all again, I don't know, y'all. It's literally a winter storm outside. Literally, it started snowing at like 9. It's a blizzard, y'all. Okay, it is a blizzard. It says warning, winter storm warning. Winter storm warning. These conditions are expected to last until 6 p.m. Sunday. Okay, nothing but snow. Nothing but snow. So I'm snowed in. So since I'm snowed in, I might go live with y'all because I ain't got nothing else to do besides lay up, cook, clean, eat, take bubble baths, sip tea, literally and figuratively. You know what I'm saying? So I might pop in with y'all every once in a while. You know, maybe in the morning I'll do a little 1-2 with y'all. But right now I'm getting ready to go and cook my husband some pancakes and vegan sausages. Pause. Okay. And, you know, watch a few shows and lay up, you know, because that's what we do. Because we some boring ass bitches. We not my husband. Don't call him no bitch. But I'm boring and I'm, you know, a real homebody like that. So I'm gonna go and do that. And I'm gonna see y'all. If I still got power and shit, I'll probably see y'all tomorrow, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know yet. If y'all send me some more stuff, then we can talk about it. And we'll talk about it. Hopefully, I'll get into no beef with our next topics of discussion. But I really am done with this Corey and Anton shit after this. Because y'all getting on my nerves now. Unless it's some real piping hot tea. But other than that, I'm done. Okay. But this is my email, y'all. If y'all have any topics, any suggestions, and all of that. And if it's dope enough, I will turn it into a dope discussion. All right. But much love and peace to y'all. Enjoy yourselves. If you are also caught in this winter storm, please keep your ass in the house. I hope y'all got enough food and water so you ain't got to leave and go nowhere. You know, and maybe you need to go and lay up. Okay. You know, maybe you need to go ahead and do a little something, you know, chill out, play a video game, listen to music, take a bubble bath, you know, make you some damn pancakes. I don't fucking know. But yeah, be safe though. Be mindful and always think before you react. All right, we out.